That's right, we're back. We're live.
What's up? What's up?
Unprofessional as it gets.
Damn right.
We got 4 people in this room right now, and one of them didn't know that we're not supposed to talk during the goddamn intro, son.
Welcome to the clusterfuck.
Hey, Nathan, can you turn us down just a tad each? So, yeah, we're getting things started here. Super jam-packed episode. I usually only fill up a page. I got a page and almost a half.
Nice.
Full of, it's mostly just, it's actually all just match card.
Card. Okay.
But what did you think of the show in general, just as a whole, both nights?
Honestly, I thought it was pretty good. It turned out a little bit better than what I thought because going into it, I was a little skeptical. But overall, I ended up enjoying it. And then obviously Stone Cold was the highlight for me.
Here we go with the unprofessional. No, we're good. It's my show. I don't give a shit. It's not like we're goddamn CNN. I've said the F word like 10 times. If anything's bad, it's me, so fuck it. Can you turn her mic down just a little bit more?
I got a big mouth.
But sorry, what were you saying?
I said overall, I thought it was pretty good. It came out better than what I thought. And obviously Stone Cold was a highlight for me.
Fuck yeah.
I don't really know. I'm still a little frustrated with like the Brock and Roman match. Of course they would put him over for more heat.
Yeah.
So now I'm just at the point where I'm like, well now who? Like Brock's a beast. So like I'm sure you've got that in your notes to talk about at some point.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, I got a different opinion about it, I think. So that'll be interesting.
Cool.
That's a good thing, though. I like to be different in opinion because it gives people a conversation, and we're both adults, I think. So
gives you different points of view.
Yeah, we can handle it. You're not gonna walk out on me, I don't think.
Nope.
And if you do, then fuck it. I'm fucking out of here. That's ratings right there, if you ask me.
If you want me to walk out of this podcast, give me a hell yeah.
I swear to God, if somebody commented, hell yeah, I'm firing you two, I'll block your ass. You never watch You never watch my show again, damn it.
You're prepared. There's a Twisted Tea right there to knock my shit out with.
That's true.
There you go.
That's true.
I gotta finish it first. So.
Okay, let him finish it first.
Yeah, this one's brought to you by, not really, because we don't got any sponsors right now, but Twisted Tea. It's brought to you by his bitch ass. I didn't plan to get him on camera, but throw your ass under the bus, son. I'm in control. But, so, what was your favorite match?
Ooh, favorite match.
I just farted, by the way.
Oh,
it's gone now. I had fucking Domino's Pizza, another sponsor.
Great. It's going to smell like garlic and ass in here
Oh,
in about 2 seconds.
So that means Stone Cold Stunner?
Yeah. If you're ready for the smell of garlic ass, give me a hell yeah. This show started off hot. God damn.
God. Okay, so favorite match. Let me think. I still, like I was telling you guys earlier when we were talking before all this, mad respect to Kevin Owens for
What?
letting Steve be put over, and just the match looked, I don't know, I really liked that one. I think the women's match went really well with Sasha Banks, like I really liked that match. I feel like I got to rewatch WrestleMania all over again because I am like blank today. I've had a long week, so forgive me if I'm like stumbling all over the place.
I'm sure once I bring them up, it'll come back to you.
Yes.
I'm assuming.
The Ray match. I just thought of one.
Oh yeah, that was good. What did you think of Logan Paul? Because I know you were skeptical about that one anyway, because your personal feelings.
Honestly, like I don't care for Logan Paul much, but he honestly kind of impressed me. He actually didn't do too bad.
What'd I say?
Like whoever trained him did really well. So
I see what you did there. You give somebody else credit.
The Paul brothers, they're that good. Like you can't disregard. Not really. Anything Jake's done, he's done really good.
I think he did. I will give credit where credit's due. That doesn't mean I have to like that person.
Yeah.
I can give them credit. Like, I thought that him playing the heel as well as he did, and, like, because, like, throughout the match, Ray and his son were like doing a lot of things in honor of Eddie Guerrero.
Oh,
I
yeah.
caught it like that American outfit. Eddie Guerrero wears something very similar in WCW back in the day. So there was a tribute there. And then they were doing frog splashes. So the fact that Logan was on the ropes
Yeah,
and like
did the-
playing heat
yeah.
and was doing the Eddie
That was-
shimmy, I actually deep down, I kind of liked that.
That was brilliant.
I was like, that was good. Yeah, he did very well.
That's what the one thing about that sucks about being a hardcore fan is the more heel, unless you're really good at it, and I just naturally can't stand you, like Austin Theory. Which I'm starting to like him now because of how good he's getting.
Oh, yeah.
But that's another story for later. But yeah, whenever somebody's a good heel, like it's really hard to be a fan because you know you're supposed to not like them. But it's like, damn, you're doing it so good, you know.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Seth as a heel and way back Authority era, that was perfect. I don't know if you were around for that or not.
Bits and pieces. That's
Yeah.
where I started falling off. I fell out of wrestling there for a short, probably right after Nexus. So
Oh, okay. That's 2011?
11, yeah, 11.
11, 12, something like that.
And I've just recently got back on the train, I guess.
Yeah. That's right. Boy.
Chugga chugga choo choo.
That's right. Choo choo. But what was your least favorite match? Which one undersold for you? If you say Pat McAfee, I will kick you.
No. No, I thought he did good.
Oh, just good. Okay.
No, he did great.
Quit it.
All right.
Turn it off. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't really know. Maybe Charlotte Flair.
I have to agree with that, honestly.
And I don't know if it's just because of the heat that she has or what it is, or if I just think that she's like too over. I don't know what it is, but I
talking
just,
about Charlotte?
Yeah, Charlotte.
Yeah. What about Rousey? What do you think of her? In general, not just the match.
I like her. I think she's got a lot of potential. There are some times when I don't know how to take her. Because like she wants when she wants something, she wants it.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like, I don't know, I think she comes off entitled. I don't know if that's the right word. Please don't kick my ass. Like, she wants to be top dog so bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I guess everybody wants to be top dog. So I think just because of her star power, it comes off as dickish.
Sometimes.
Maybe. Which is not really her fault, you know.
Well, I mean, she was like undefeated for the longest time in UFC. So, I mean, I can understand having that mindset of,
Right.
you know, I'm great. So,
Yeah.
yeah. It wasn't, I don't know why, I just wasn't feeling that one.
Yeah. Did you hear about, or did you at least see the nip slip that happened? Charlotte Flair.
I don't want to
Oh.
see it.
Well, I mean, they blacked it out. They blacked out the show. You could hear everything still,
No.
but so I've actually had this in mind like a lot, but I just never thought to ever talk about it because it's not really that important. But it seems like the last several big matches she's had that I always feel like I'm always like my anxiety's there. Like it's, oh shit, something's about to start saying hey to me, or something's about to come out and be like, hello, it's me.
Hello.
And that time it actually happened. I saw it a few times, like getting real close, and I was like, yeah, it's about to happen. And all of a sudden the screen blacked out, and I was like, oh, okay, I see what's happening. But she needs to start wearing a better top that actually covers her. Like everybody else doesn't do too bad of a job. She knows she has big breasts, so she needs to fucking cover up. Because that's not because I'm not trying to sexualize her or anything like that. It's a PG program is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta
If
protect
this was the
company.
90s, they'd be cheering that shit on. They
Yeah,
Probably show it. It's fine.
yeah,
Too.
yeah.
I want to black it out. We'd probably show it. Like, ooh.
Nah, I don't think so. TV-14 still don't allow nudity, but
there's just some things I'd rather
unfortunately
not.
for the male viewers back then, but because that's what it was back then, bra and panties and
They catered to men between the ages of 18 and 35.
yeah. So as far as that goes, we'll talk about that for a little bit. I think it was like around 2013, they were still degrading women like that. So it's not that long ago.
Thinking of that,
It was Jerry the King Lawler, by the way.
Jerry the King Lawler.
Yeah, which, you know.
Oh, he was always
that
shouting
his
obscenities
job.
at women.
That was his job. I don't think he did it personally. Maybe
He's
he
a
did,
heel.
but
He's a heel.
yeah.
He's meant to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
No, I actually seen a thing recently, and I don't remember if it was like on my social media or if it was on YouTube, me just mindlessly going through videos, but I seen a thing where right around the point where they were trying to develop women into wrestlers, right there at the late 90s, early 2000s. I don't know why, but wrestling at that time period, they just didn't see women as, fit
Right.
enough for wrestling. We were sex objects. So like Trish Stratus and Lita and women like that were actually pushing
the
to
envelope,
want to wrestle, and they wanted to wrestle like the men. And Vince jokingly said, well, he was like joking around with the guys in the back, and Fit Finley was one of them he joked with. He goes, why don't I just give him to you and you train him, and laughed. And Fit Finley is actually the reason we have a Divas section in wrestling now, because he trained them to wrestle like the men.
Women's section?
Yeah,
Yeah.
women's division.
Yeah.
There we go. There's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of respect for Fit Finley.
Yep.
He's the reason we have Divas.
A lot of it was Triple H and Stephanie as well.
Absolutely.
Because, I mean, I don't know. I think, I honestly, I don't know how Vince is about that. I'm sure whatever, he's one of those, whatever's best is going to work. Like, he even let women main event WrestleMania, which nobody ever thought would happen, just based off of, speculation of who people think he is in real life. But
he seems like he's very old school.
Yeah, but
and
the thing is,
some of it,
nobody really knows. People only know what others say because he don't do interviews like that, So it's really, you can't really make an assumption about the guy because nobody really knows.
He seems very secretive, and even if he is in an interview, is it really Vince talking, or is it the character that we know is Vince talking?
it's
Like,
definitely
he's very kayfabe.
Yeah.
So I don't think we'll ever know on some things. He's going to take it to the grave.
Yeah. Not for a long, 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 long time. He did an interview way back in the day. I'm not going to say what it was because I really don't know. I'm going to be pulling shit out of my ass. But he did an interview where he talked about he don't plan on dying. Like, that's how arrogant he was back then. So
All I think of is that DX segment. When you die, and hopefully that's pretty soon.
Oh, shit. That reminds me of when the pipe bomb, CM Punk's pipe bomb. I'd like to think that this company is going to be a better place once Vince McMahon's dead, but the fact of the matter is he's going to get taken over by his idiotic daughter and his doofus son-in-law. You've never seen that? And the rest of his stupid family.
Oh, no, I've seen the pipe bomb where he's just sitting Indian style, and they cut his mic off.
Yeah, that was one of the things he said. I was like, God damn.
I don't know. I think Triple H would actually bring in what WWE's currently lacking, because the talent is there. Oh my God, the talent's there, but they need a little bit of help in character build.
Yeah.
Just like, obviously they got to do it on their own, but I think Triple H could help with that.
Yeah, Triple H did an amazing job in NXT until Vince McMahon decided to take... I think Vince McMahon just decided that NXT needs to be what it originally was, and that's a... what do you call it? A
training
kind of
like OVW.
Yeah. Like, yeah, you're in front of a crowd for training, not to actually be a show.
Yeah, but do you think that like hurts his ego a little bit to know that Triple H was actually getting over more with NXT than WWE was at the time?
No, I don't think that's what it was. I think it was just
like, no, you're not the main product, so we're going to stop this right now.
I think that's part of it. Yeah, it was Raw and SmackDown are the main brands, and the goal should be, and we kind of got away from that because of NXT blowing up like it did. We got away from the fact that Raw and SmackDown are the main brands.
Well, I would think that would encourage you to want to better your brand if your off-brand's getting the best of you.
Well, it's not because Raw and SmackDown were getting worse by any means. It's just NXT.
I don't know.
Growing.
There for a minute, I'm like, what the hell am I watching?
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying it wasn't either. I'm just saying it wasn't the fact that it was getting better or worse. It was just NXT was just going up.
Well, and he could have looked at it in a different perspective. Obviously that's a branch off from your company. You're still bringing in revenue from that. And them getting noticed the way they were that means that they're going to be really over when they actually get to the main brand. So I didn't necessarily see it as a bad thing.
Yeah, that is
because
very
you're
true.
bringing eyes onto the new talent.
But I think the idea was nobody cared about going to the main brand, because if you're a star in NXT, what's the point of coming to the main brand if you're already a star?
Vince doesn't like competition. I really don't feel like that man likes competition. And if he sees it, he tries to end it.
Could be. That's a speculation thing, though. You never know. You just never know.
Because Vince don't talk.
He don't open his mouth. Yeah, his mouth. But yeah, we'll go to our first break, and then we'll come back and start talking about the particular matches at WrestleMania. So we'll see you in. Edge turns heel, first time since his major return to wrestling back in 2019 Royal Rumble. Yeah.
Was it 19?
Yeah. No. Yeah. No, it was 2020 because it was right before COVID, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, so it had to have been 2020. Yeah, he pretty much doing the same character that he was doing way back in the, not, I shouldn't say way back, but
Are you talking like...
not like very first ever, but like...
So you're thinking more like the 90s version of Edge,
Yeah.
where he's with the Brood and...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the blue light during his promos and shit too right now, which is cool as fuck.
I love heel Edge. I don't care what anyone says. I love heel Edge.
Yeah.
Like, super
Not
entertaining.
supposed to either.
You're not supposed to, but...
We
my
were
God.
just talking about that. We commented on each other's shit on Facebook, or I commented on your shit on Facebook. Didn't you tag me in that? I think so. But anyway, I was talking about how Eddie Guerrero, Set Hut. All right, we're good. Eddie Guerrero, probably worst heel of all time, because he's like he's so good at it that you end up liking him.
Yeah. Oh,
You end up
God.
respecting it.
Eddie Guerrero will always have my heart. Like, his gimmick was supposed to be a bad guy, but he ended up lying and cheating and stealing right into here. So
Yeah.
that didn't last too long.
All right, we are back. We're live. We've been live for 21 minutes. I hope everybody's doing good. Just want to let everybody know before we continue here that I do have another podcast with my buddy Nathan. He's actually in the room right now. Say hell yeah if your name's Nathan Frost. So yeah, we'll be going live at 5 o'clock for anybody that's interested in seeing more of my bitch ass. So
I want to change shirts.
yeah, that's it.
Come on, what I did.
Yeah. I hate you so much. If you ever seen Million Ways Dino West, you know what we're talking about. But so she just pulled up something during the break about Adam Scherr and CM Punk going on back and forth on social
Yeah.
medias.
I've been reading a lot about Braun Strowman, and there's some sort of hot mess going on with him, and something about being blacklisted and like just a bunch of shit talk.
Oh, blacklisted from WWE, you mean?
Yeah. And then I just read another thing where it says, don't bet on seeing Adam Scherr, a.k.a. Braun Strowman, in AEW. Like, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
If anybody knows anything about what's going on with Braun Strowman, chime in.
Yeah.
Because I'm like kind of at a loss. But yeah, so I had read something about, it says ex-WWE star Adam Scherr, Braun Strowman, claims Tony Khan pays dirt sheets and AEW talent is blackballed from CYN shows. And then it's showing Twitter comments back and forth between CM Punk and Braun Strowman. And I don't know if this is like some sort of gimmick or if this is really them going back and forth. And of course, my phone doesn't want to load when I want it to load. Oh, yep, there it is. So CM Punk said something along the lines on Twitter. He's like, I wouldn't want my guys hanging around wrestling's blacklist either. To which Strowman replies, blacklisted. That's why so many people want to work with us. And both our shows have had tons of AEW talent backstage watching. We're the new option. You've been warned. CM Punk comes back with the response, I know I'm falling for the game. I just can't tell which parts are generating heat and which parts delusion. To which Braun responds, all facts. Only delusions I have are when I have too much Jack or maybe I'm just drunk. I don't know. Is it time for a drink yet? Laugh out loud. Yeah, there's a hot mess, and I'm very confused on what's going on. He also put a tweet up, Braun Strowman did. It says, an independent study has confirmed that much of this staunch between anti-CYN online community aren't real individuals. It's a staff running thousands of accounts, an army of bots to signal boost them. Look closely. These aren't real people. Who'd pay for such a wildly expensive thing? Yeah, so if anybody knows what the hell this is, what the hell's going on, let me know. I'm so confused.
Yeah, it could be one of those things where they're just trying to generate heat in the wrestling community for no reason.
That very well could be. But I still don't know what the hell's going on. So help your girl out.
Yeah, it seems kind of random.
It seems very random.
But yeah, that's interesting though. I do have a hot take as far as what?
So let's put some shit in this pot and stir it.
I think
Wrestling's good at that.
Yeah, they are. That's for sure.
Serves that.
That's right. So I have a hot take as far as AEW is concerned. This might piss people off. I don't know, but that's all right. I've played the heel on here a couple times. We'll get to another thing that I played the heel on there for a while too. AEW. I think AEW is on its downfall right now, and the reason why I say that is because Tony Khan. He's So when AEW first started, it was started as an alternative to WWE, and fans were all over it, whatever. And now that they've been around longer, people are starting to kind of, it's starting to go back and forth where people love it, but people also don't like it. And Tony Khan's having a hard time with the hate to the point where he's on Twitter arguing with people. The owner of a company should not be doing that.
Listen, being a fan of wrestling as long as I have, I think we've said this before on our other shows, but wrestling fans are the worst.
Yeah, they're very critical.
We're very sabotaging. So, if he keeps listening to that and keeps arguing with fans, he's gonna lose his brand that he worked so hard to get.
Yeah. So I think maybe that might be part of the reason why Cody left, is because maybe he sees some weird shit on the horizon. He's like, "Fuck that! I'm out of here."
I thought Cody left due to the creativity side of wrestling, but that could have just been hearsay.
I originally, okay, this is my big time to make a statement about the Cody thing, since I was obviously very, I wouldn't say against it, but I was definitely a naysayer as far as him coming back to WWE, because I really didn't see it. It didn't make sense at the time, and I'm going to sound like a huge hypocrite right now, but now that he's back, it's actually starting to make sense to me why he came back. But I was wrong, and I'm actually glad that I was wrong. It actually felt good to be wrong that time. So super glad to see Cody back doing what he loves regardless of where he's at. That's the biggest deal here, is Cody's doing what he wants.
Yeah. I just hope that he's used correctly, and that I hope they don't try to mid card him. You know what I mean? So I hope he gets the best out of
mid card's not bad. I don't think Kevin Owens has thrived in the mid card. It's just jobber is where you don't want to be.
Yeah.
Because mid card's got titles too. You got United States title, and even if you don't have a title, who do I want to think of? There's a lot of people that don't have titles right now that are super over, and they don't need a title. But Lashley's one. I know he had a title recently, but he's fine without a title. You don't need one to be a megastar. Strowman, I don't think did he ever win the Universal Championship? I don't think he ever did. He was in a lot of qualifying matches, and he was in a bunch of Universal title matches. And
I'll say he was well liked. He was in a lot of matches.
yes, and he was definitely pushed. Being pushed and being a champion is equal to me. I don't know if you can agree with that or not.
No, I can see that.
I think there has to be jobbers and in order to be stars too. I think everybody needs to learn how to play both sides.
Yeah. Well, I just think it's unfortunate sometimes that there's like people that I don't know, that I would consider good talent, and then they just don't get utilized the way they should for whatever reason.
It would be nice to not see so many squash matches that we see. Like if we could just see a bunch of back and forth and both people are over, like when you lose a match, you could be over still regardless if you win or not, I would think. Like Sami Zayn, for instance, his match with Johnny Knoxville.
Oh my God, that was hilarious.
One of the best one of the best shows of that night. Or let's even say the whole WrestleMania. It was one of the better matches. So
you could tell they were having fun in that match too.
He even put out a tweet, said he had so much fun with that. It's one of the most fun matches he's ever had in his career.
Yeah, Sami Zayn talked positively about it out of character too, that he enjoyed it too.
Oh yeah.
Between that and
did I say Johnny Knoxville? My bad. I meant Sammy. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to like steer it too far off topic, but thinking of WrestleMania, Edge's entrance was kind of badass.
I had goosebumps, to be honest.
I was kind of digging that. Like that would probably be another highlight, was him coming up in that throne. I'm like, yes.
Did you see AJ hit his head?
Yes.
That's fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
He's over here laughing. Can't be laughing at that. That's fucked up. You want me to put you on camera again, boy? As if he really cared. What?
Stop mud hole in your ass.
Hey, look at him stopping a mud hole in it right now.
We love you, Stone Cold.
Yeah.
We love you.
But yeah, let's you want to leave that one for last, because that's probably my favorite one of the whole shebang.
Yeah, we can leave that for last.
Let's just go down the line here. So I have every match in order. We'll start with night one, obviously. SmackDown title match. SmackDown tag team title match. Boogs and Nakamura versus the Usos. What did you think of that one?
I seen that one coming. Of
What,
course,
the Usos? Yeah.
Yeah, that one was like, I was like, yeah, they're gonna win.
That
We
was
all
an
know
easy
it.
decision for me to.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say whether I was right or wrong about any of these, because a lot of these matches I didn't even know was going to be on the card, because I'm a stupid ass, I guess you can say. Don't laugh at me. It's not a joke. But
Stupid.
now he's doing the Ryback. Stupid. I just saw a live stream with him, by the way. If anybody cares, probably not. But
I watch his channel sometimes.
yeah,
It's all food eating and shit.
yeah. Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin.
That wasn't a bad match.
That was an
pretty-
easy call too, honestly.
Yeah, that was. It was a decent match though. I didn't mind it.
And then we already talked about Dominic Mysterio. Let me talk about Dominic for a little bit, okay? I'm not necessarily talking shit or anything, because I'm not a wrestler myself, so I can't. If I'm gonna talk shit on a wrestler, then I should be better than the wrestler that I'm talking shit about, right? Well, guess what? I'm not a wrestler at all, so I can't to talk shit. I'm not necessarily talking shit, but as a fan, I have to say, fucking Dominic Mysterio is dog shit as a wrestler. I'm sorry.
I think he's still green.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? He's still learning.
Yeah, he's way too soon on the main roster.
A few years.
Yeah. And I get it. They're trying to, because Ray's, you never know how long he's going to be around, but fuck me.
Honestly, like once he does start getting better and perfecting his craft or whatever, I'm kind of interested to see how they separate the two. When he, anytime there's
yeah.
a tag team, they always end up turning on each other at some
Yeah.
point. So I'm kind of interested to see what they'll do with that when that time comes.
Yeah, it's inevitable that will definitely happen.
It's
going to
happen.
I think I'd like to see Dominic be the heel. Maybe that would make him better.
Honestly, no, that would be perfect. Because if Dominic's the heel and like Ray's close to wanting to ride off into the sunset, kind of like Stone Cold or whatever,
Yeah.
he can be the one to put his dad's career to rest if you think about it in that light. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
that'd be
think
pretty
that
cool.
would be like a career-ending match.
Yeah. That's an interesting thought.
And I think that would be kind of bittersweet too, because you let your
Right.
kiddo in it.
It's already bittersweet the fact that for the first time ever, a father and son are tag team champions. Well, not right now, but they were at one point.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. But too soon. Sorry. The reason why I say that in this particular match, and it was just one spot. Maybe I'm just being too hard on the guy, but there was one spot where it was he's pinning him, and he's supposed to come in and break the pin. Well, he had to kick out because he didn't get in there in time, and then he come in and he broke it up after he fucking kicked out. It was so bad.
Honestly, I couldn't tell what happened there. I'm like,
That was cringeworthy.
why is he in there for? So I didn't catch that.
I would fire somebody if that happened one time. I don't even care what your excuse is. Be there on time, you motherfucker. No, but I'm just being an ass.
Well, then that means we had 2 new people in there because Logan's new too. He
Yeah.
could have easily as botched.
Yeah, but he gets more leeway though because he's a star. I guess he's not. He was a lifelong fan. Being Rey Mysterio's fucking son, you would think he'd be better. You know, that's
Well,
what I think. Maybe my bar is set too high because of him being Rey Mysterio's son. Because Rey Mysterio is a fucking legend. So maybe that's the cloud in my
So
brain.
you're saying that
I'm not saying he's bad. I'm saying
but you're saying he should be able to pick up on it,
Right.
similar to like Charlotte because she's Ric Flair's daughter, or
Right.
The Rock because of
and it's obvious
Rocky Johnson
he's
or-
good at the moves that he does. It's obvious that he wants to do it. He's got the passion, but he doesn't know how to show it yet. I don't think.
I think it's going to take time. Everybody learns at different paces.
Yeah.
So I think he's trying. You can tell he likes.
Oh
what
yeah,
he's doing.
absolutely. I'll never knock a guy that's trying ever, but
The frog splashes were good. They all did frog splashes.
I might have missed that.
Yeah.
I'm half asleep too, so that might
Oh
be part of
no,
it too.
you're fine. I am too. So
But Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair.
good match. Good job, ladies. Although Becky Lynch's new look, her coming out, I don't know if anybody else had this thought, but I'm like, she's got like this Lady Gaga look going on, like with the fierce red makeup and her new haircut. It gives me Lady Gaga vibes.
Never thought about that.
It does. But no, they did really good. I kind of like Becky having this whole heel persona too. Like she's good at it.
Yeah, she's very good.
I like it. Yeah, I like that match.
It's
a lot.
crazy because her whole run that she's in right now started as her being a heel, but everybody was like, fuck that. We want Becky to be the baby here.
Babyface.
Right. But this is her time to finally shine as a goddamn heel, and damn, is she.
Honestly, I think they set the storyline up really good where it's like, where she's talking about, I was in your place at one time. I was the top dog here and the fans loved me. And then you showed up and now they all hate me and they've turned their back on me. Like, I like that storyline. I think it fits. It was good.
I saw a meme too. I guess you can call it a meme. Or memes, just edited picture. I'm not asking you what a meme is. I'm just saying, is it meant to be funny or all the time, or is it just meant to be?
I guess it depends upon who created the meme. A lot of the times when I look at them, they're meant to be a joke and meant to be
Right.
funny.
So the one I saw was more.
Or to take a jab at somebody. I've
Yeah.
seen them use as insults too.
The one I saw was more of a bittersweet kind of thing, I guess. And it was a comparison picture between last year at WrestleMania when Bianca Belair won versus this year when she won. And last year she looked like, oh my God, whatever. This year she looked like, I deserve this, which is really cool to see that she's grown over the
Like,
year.
I finally accomplished my goal. Like I've made it.
Yeah, the first time is I made it. This time it was like, I got it back. I'm
The confidence is starting
right,
to show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She was still
Oh,
happy
hell
to
yeah.
win, obviously, but she wasn't like shocked like she was last year.
She does deserve it though.
Absolutely.
Like she's really good. Very athletic.
Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes.
I like the entrance. I'm always here for the entrances, so I enjoyed how they delayed it a little bit.
Oh yeah, that was perfect. I
Yeah.
think that whole situation was perfect. Like the whole scene,
Yes.
that whole part of the card. Fantastic.
Yes.
What are you snickering at over there? You don't like fanquastic? What?
What?
Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair.
Didn't care for it.
Yeah. I think most people didn't.
Like, it could have been better. I don't know how to make that better, but it could have been better.
Okay, moving right along. We're skipping the main event of that night because that's the one we're talking about last. But we might talk about that one after our... Because it'll probably be a 15-minute conversation, to be honest. But let's see. Raw Tag Team Championships. I don't know who was all in that. It was Street Profits, RK Bro, and the Alpha Academy. That's what it was. God damn, I had to pull that one out. I didn't write it down because I didn't have enough room.
Watching that match, we were focused on... my husband and I were focused on what's his name? Brutus. Is his name Brutus? What is his name? Otis. Thank
Brutus.
you. I'm
Yeah,
thinking
it's
of Brutus
fucking
Clay.
Caesar.
I don't know why. Don't y'all judge me. I haven't slept either. Been a long week. Otis. We were watching him like wrestle, and we just kept thinking that he reminds us of like if you took Vader and combined him with Rhino. Like the way his stance is, his wrestling style, like, but then you give him a little pinch of hillbilly.
Yeah. A little pinch. What do you mean a little pinch?
The whole top part of that salt shaker came off.
Yeah.
Oops.
A fucking gallon's worth of fucking sugar.
Bucket, just a bucket.
Like, that's where his weight comes from, is the goddamn hillbilliness. It's like, this guy...
KFC buckets.
Like, his height and his... I don't know, his look, that was the one thing, and then his hillbilliness was all filled up by weight.
I don't think all of that is necessarily unhealthy weight either. I feel like he's got muscle under there. Like he just looks like a shit brick house.
Yeah, he's a fucking monster. Yeah, I told you the other day, or I think on the last episode, that Bianca Belair like carried him from this corner of the ring to this corner of the ring on the outside once. Yeah, I'll have to show you that.
Holy shit.
I'll actually do it this time. Because I definitely didn't last time. Omos versus Bobby Lashley.
I don't really remember much from that match.
I know Omos botched the fuck out of that and about killed Bobby Lashley. He threw him into the corner, and of course Omos being bigger, he threw him up too high. His fucking head slammed against the pole.
Oh,
Slammed against on top of it. Yeah, it wasn't good.
I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that one because I really don't remember.
Did you see that? Yeah. Yeah, he was with me. One of the bigger matches for me too. I think most people in this room can probably agree, except for you haven't seen it yet, so you'll love this match once you see it. But Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn.
Hilarious. I love it.
Yeah.
Great movie, by the way. Jackass Forever. Even a better match.
Like
Jackass. What's
just
that?
all
They used all their equipment for that match.
seriously,
Yeah, they
all
did.
the Jackass like
Yeah, don't give away too much. Cause
yeah. Okay, look, I'm gonna like spoil one of them because somebody made a meme out of it. The giant hand that they used
yeah.
in one of the movies. They were calling it like Mark Henry and Mae Young's
Did you hear-
child all grown up, and they were like smacking the shit out of people with it.
Did you hear Michael Cole? He's like, I gotta hand that to him.
I got it.
He said it like 3 times.
Did anybody else lose it with Hornswoggle or Wee Man?
He said Hornswoggle.
I'm tired. Don't fucking judge me.
James Ellsworth. Yeah, Wee Man. Yeah,
Wee
that
Man.
was badass too.
Him just like he was actually getting into it and legit throwing punches, and he like made it look legit, and
Yeah.
like I was crying laughing the entire
And he
time.
picked him up.
Yeah, and he actually picked
gonna
Sami
love that
Zayn up
part.
and slammed his
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah, because he's a small guy and picking someone.
Yeah,
he's
someone
up.
like big up, like
Yeah.
He picked him up.
no problem. It was just like, yep.
Yeah, he held him there for a good minute too. I mean, he didn't just do it. He held him and then he went. I'm like, what the fuck?
I still can't get past Brock Lesnar putting Wee Man through a table in the
Oh,
middle
yeah.
of a restaurant.
That's why he was able to do that. He had training from Brock. Mental toughness from going
All
through
right,
that
so
table.
here's an example. Come here for a minute.
I've seen that video.
Well, oh
They
yeah.
messed with Brock, and then Brock came out, and then
He tried to peacock him. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
he just looked up and he was like, well.
Right there. I'm gonna put you down. Right there.
And then it kind of just all walked out, I think. I mean, of course it's paid for. I mean, great.
Yeah. Fatal 4-Way for the women's tag team titles. Again, I really don't know or care who was in that. I don't want to sound like a woman hater because that's definitely not what it was. It's just not one of my priority matches, I guess. But I did pick Sasha Banks and Naomi to win, and they obviously
And they did.
Yeah.
They won.
Which, I will say I was right about all but 2 matches on this card, and not saying that to be a like goody two shoe or anything like that. I picked not as a fan, but as what makes sense going forward. I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but
It's like we know what we want the outcome
Right.
to be, but realistically, this is going to end up being the outcome.
right. And as a fan, sometimes I like being wrong about stuff too, because when you just predict it all right, it's like, what the fuck's the point of watching?
Well,
I
and
like to be
and-
surprised once in a while.
And it's really, really difficult to be surprised anymore because there's always somebody somewhere on the internet
Yep.
leaking something. So it's difficult to be surprised by anything anymore.
Yep. And the Cody match, I guess you could call it the Seth Rollins match because they didn't book Cody as a, like they didn't promote that. But I obviously knew whoever was going to go against Seth Rollins was going to win. It was obvious on that one. So Sheamus and Ridge Holland versus the New Day.
I don't remember that match either.
It wasn't one of the priority matches for me either. Love Sheamus and I love the New Day. I don't know who the fuck Ridge Holland is, so.
I don't either. I have no idea.
But obviously the New Day was going to win that. I mean, they're on a hot streak right now, just like the Usos are. Austin Theory versus Pat McAfee.
Decent match.
That was actually a really good match.
That was decent.
Yep.
And I love how over Pat McAfee was.
Yes.
The audience was cheering for him the entire
I
time.
felt so good for him. Yeah.
I did too. And then I love the way him and Vince were playing off each other.
Yeah.
Because Vince was wanting him to lose.
Yep.
So I like that.
And then Vince McMahon versus Pat McAfee. That
What the
came out
hell
of
was
nowhere.
that? What was that?
What was that segment?
Was it just?
What is that?
Yeah.
I feel like maybe it was just.
What?
It was literally to set up for Stone Cold. I really feel like it was
Yeah,
that.
I
It was
think
literally
so.
just to
Yeah,
set up
'cause
for Stone Cold for
Vince
the
doesn't-
nostalgia factor.
And I think the match that Vince made for himself was for heat. That way, the Stone Cold showing up would be even more crazy. Even though you really don't need to do that, but because Stone fucking Cold. But
Yeah. Well, and Vince, like, I'm surprised at how well he's still in shape for his age. Like, he still looked pretty good.
he's in better shape than I am, and I'm 24.
It's still an old man head on a weird muscular body. Like, he just looks misshapen. Sorry, Vince. I'm still a fan.
Come on the
still
show.
a fan.
Do
Yes.
one interview in your whole life, please. I don't count the Pat McAfee show because that was obviously a work.
Oh, yeah,
to build
yeah,
up
obviously.
to the match. But Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, and then we'll get to our 5 minutes, so you people can comment and shit.
Had a feeling that was coming. Had a feeling that was coming.
Yeah, I do it.
Now it's just at the point where I'm like, well, if somebody as beastly as Brock Lesnar can't win against Roman Reigns, then who in the hell are you supposed to have beat him?
I think it made sense for Lesnar to lose this one because he's won twice against Roman Reigns at Mania, so it was time for Roman to get his time.
Yeah.
And I think Brock could agree too. Honestly, it's time to put him over for
Yeah.
once.
Well, I guess I'm just more curious on the storyline portion. Like, well, if Brock can't do it, then who's going to do it? Or how is it going to be done?
Yeah, I think my prediction.
I think he's going to have to get screwed.
Yeah, my prediction is it's going to be well after next WrestleMania before he loses that title or any other match. That's my prediction. I'm calling it now. But when we come back from this, we'll talk about the Stone Cold match versus Kevin Owens that nobody saw coming, obviously. But came out of nowhere like an RKO. All right, anyway, we'll get to our 5-minute break. Guys, comment if you're watching, and we'll be back in 5. Son?
I'm so poor I can't afford the OR.
Oh my God.
You're welcome. I'll be here all week.
Oh shit, I don't know if my stomach can handle that. I might get a good workout from that. Big E's neck injury, I just added that one in during the break because I didn't think to put that in, but yeah. That's the only thing I have to say about that.
That hurt me watching it. I'm just glad that it like he didn't actually, like, from what I understood or what I read, he didn't break it, or it wasn't a severe break. His spine's okay and he's in recovery.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah,
that
I
could have been bad.
thought it was my buddy was talking about he had a neck injury. I was like, okay, it's before WrestleMania. They're probably doing some kind of angle where he can return at WrestleMania. And then I saw the bump. I was like, nah, that wasn't fake. That was like flat on his fucking neck. That was worse than the Madcap Moss bump because that actually fucked him up.
I was worried. Yeah, I was worried for a minute because it seems like a lot of the wrestlers with the potential, the really good wrestlers, end up with that neck injury. Like Edge was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Bryan was one of them. Stone Cold Steve Austin was one of them. You know, so I worried when I seen the fall. I'm like, ooh, not
See,
good.
he didn't
not
fracture anything. He didn't, no spinal cord damage. He just fractured like his C5, C6, something like that. C4, C27. I don't know.
Boom.
The C, it's not there anymore. So it's the C nothing. C nothing. That's you can't see me.
No, I seen you,
guess.
and that was painful.
Yeah, it was bad. Because he's a big guy. That's what I thought about. Like, if I did that, it would hurt. But if I weighed what he did,
That's a lot of weight into
Yeah.
one spot.
fuck that. That was a dumb move anyway. Don't fucking suplex people outside the ring. I know it's padded out there, but it still don't give. Like,
I think doing anything outside of the ring, that's what it's supposed to. Well,
Yeah.
it's not supposed to cause injury,
supposed to
but
look
like it's supposed to look
worse.
like it's way worse. Yeah.
but it can turn out way worse if you're not careful. I'm not gonna blame. I don't even know who did it, to be honest. I just saw. The only thing I was focused on was him laying on his neck, but I don't fucking suplex people. Like, do anything else outside the ring besides like landing on your fucking neck. Like, that should never have been okayed by, like, I'm not saying the wrestler deciding to do that. Like, that was probably a thing where WWE should have stepped in and said, don't do that. Or I guess Vince.
Like every time I think of like serious injuries, honestly, my mind goes to Mick Foley immediately, and like all the crazy stuff he's done outside of the ring, like pulling up mats and landing on that flat concrete. Like, there's some things you should just probably not. You should just
Yeah, maybe,
Don't do it.
Maybe you can tease it as a heel. That's what they should do. Have a heel tease that they're gonna suplex somebody, but then never get it done.
throw them into the steps.
Yeah. Or no,
Just-
not a heel. Have the baby face like try to do it, but the heel gets away and it pisses everybody off, kind of thing.
There you go.
Yeah. Hire me. I'm free. You can. I'll work for free too. Damn it.
Toss me around. It'll be an honor.
Yeah. So Dolph Ziggler. All right. Well, I accidentally ended that break early. My bad. But
Hi, surprise.
yeah, we're back. Surprise, son. I'm gonna end this one as shit showy as I ended last one, but if you were there for that one, holy shit!
you.
Yeah, yeah. Blame you for not being here. That's what I'll do. It
It's
can't
my
be my
fault.
fault. It can't be my fault.
I didn't wear my bow tie
There's no-
so everybody can know I'm here to.
There's
Shut up.
yeah. But nobody commented, so we'll go ahead and get to our last, almost the last Stone Cold, the last match of the evening that was our main event. I would assume. Yeah, I didn't think I'd even need to ask you that, but you never know. People change their minds all the time. People be changing and adapting and all the time, you know what I mean? But Stone Cold versus Kevin Owens. I said his name like that again. Stone Cold.
Stone Cold.
Right?
Mad
Not-
respect to both.
Yeah, not Stone Cold's best match ever, obviously, but
Well, no, he's been out
For
of the
his
game for
age?
19 years.
yeah, but for his age, 5 stars. I'll give it.
And Kevin sold the hell out of it so that Stone Cold would look good, because all that time in between when they weren't fighting, that was rest periods for him, so that he could keep going.
Yep.
I loved it. I loved it.
I did not expect Stone Cold to go all out like that, like
The
suplexing on the concrete floor and shit.
yeah, or he still got it in his swings too. He was full on swinging, and I'm like, yeah.
He was stomping a mud hole in here right now.
No, I really enjoyed that match, and they were going out in the crowds and shit.
Yeah.
Like that. It was great. Nostalgia factor. Yay.
Yeah, that was such a good match. Though. Overall, best WrestleMania I've seen in a long ass time. Like that was the first one I really got excited for. Not before, I would always get excited for WrestleMania, but
I was about to say, I haven't really seen too many good ones since the whole, end of an era where
Yeah.
it was Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and Undertaker walking away from the ring together.
right.
There might have been a few good ones maybe in between, but that's the last good one to me, I guess. Just my opinion.
That's probably among I saw a hot take. There's a post on Facebook about post your hot take that would get you canceled in the wrestling world or whatever. And this one, I don't know if he was being serious or if he was just doing it to draw heat, but he was talking about the Undertaker is the most overrated superstar in history or some shit. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
He's
He's underrated.
you're not going to hear one bad word about Undertaker from any other wrestler.
And those
like,
are the people
ever.
that actually matter, the opinions of people that actually matter.
Exactly. Like, he is the most respected wrestler that was on the roster. So that speaks volumes. So, yeah, that dude's trying to get heat. Just ruffling feathers.
That's what I'm assuming, because you can't actually take that. There's no way.
There's no way.
Nobody's that stupid.
No. Have you seen any of Taker's matches? How can you call him overrated?
Yeah. He's talking about people carry him the whole way and shit. Like,
Maybe in his last year or two, because he was starting to get rough, but he can manage his own.
yeah. A lot of people are saying that he buried wrestling because of him sitting up after getting hurt real bad or whatever.
That was part.
That
I
was
thought
the
he was
point,
just selling
though.
his character. He's
Right.
supposed to be a dead guy. Can you really kill
A dead
something
guy
that's already
doesn't get
dead?
hurt.
Can you hurt somebody that's already dead? That's part of his character.
Right. But yeah, as a whole, the Undertaker evolution and from start to finish was perfect. Couldn't have been written any better than that.
I love the Undertaker.
He's the reason why I started watching.
I've literally it's crazy to think that I have literally grown up throughout Taker's entire career. So watching him evolve and change his mindset or change his character has been freaking amazing. And the fact that he could change from like the Undertaker to the American Badass and then go right back to the Undertaker,
And it made sense.
and people still
And they bought it.
yeah, amazing. I love it.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Taker's career.
I don't like it. It hurts a little bit, but I get it.
I think his response to the crowd saying never say never was just so he could respond and not look like an asshole, but also do the classic catchphrase. Because when you when it comes down to it, you really you'll never know if he's going to come back or not. But
Well, I think they're getting ready to sign him for a Legends contract, so he's still going to be around. He just won't be able to wrestle
Yeah.
like full time ever again.
hasn't he had the wrestling or the Legends contract since like
Since he
Forever?
was trying to
Yeah.
retire the first time.
Which time was that though?
Or he left his stuff in the ring.
Okay, so 34
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or he had like lost like it
or
was right
33. My
It
bad.
was like right after he had lost the first like
To
at
Roman.
WrestleMania
Yeah.
WrestleMania with what Brock. I think it was right around that time where he's like, okay, I'm gonna be done with it, and then he couldn't quite be done with it.
Yeah, they actually apparently they offered him they offered him Hall of Fame after 30. The streak got broke.
I think he
But-
turned it down.
Yeah, he turned it down because he knew he wasn't ready.
His Hall of Fame speech was so emotional. Like I'm lame, but I cried with him. Like you could see it. Like you
Oh, yeah.
never see Taker in that kind of.
Nope.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh my god.
I think that was the hardest thing for him is to break
Absolutely.
that fucking character because he just held strong to that thing for so goddamn long.
There was something I was watching where he was like being interviewed on a podcast, and he literally says he's like he goes, I've done this for so long I almost don't know how to be Mark Calloway. He goes
Yeah.
he goes, you know, you can put me in a ring in front of thousands upon thousands of fans as The Undertaker. He's like, and I'm good to go. He's like, but if I was to go out there as myself, I'm like,
Hi.
I have to refine myself.
What's up, everybody?
How's it going?
So yeah, that's probably a good topic to wrap this thing up with. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new. If you aren't new, just comment and like the video. Boy, do it right now. We'll wait. We'll make 10 minutes of dead air at the end of this if you don't fucking comment and subscribe right now. All right, well, we won't do that too for real, but next time we will. So make sure you subscribe, and that's it. Donate if you have a chance. If you have means to do so. If you don't worry about it. You probably need it more than we do anyway. So, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and end this thing. As long as you don't have anything else.
Nope, I think we've covered it.
All right. Well, we will see you guys next week. I have no idea what's in store next week, so stay tuned, people.
Later.